Geboy, Weather Rate certified 11 years in a row.
Good Tuesday morning, Utah. Time is currently 6:09. We'll begin with your weather headlines, which include temperatures not quite as warm compared to yesterday, but will still be well above average in most locations. We'll still see those winds whipping out of the south. The flood concerns, they do continue not only for today, but over the next few days. But as we see cooler temperatures arrive by the second half of this work week, hopefully we'll see the mitigation of some of those flood concerns that we have. But speaking of the flood concerns, this was shared by Carol Dyer yesterday in Garden City, where they were rerouting those floodwaters down towards Bear Lake, and Garden City near Bear Lake is one of the spots that is included within a flood warning in northern Utah, where we have multiple flood warnings, which also include the Little Bear River, the Lower Weber River, the Ogden River, and Emigration Creek, while we also have the flood watches that continue also for the East Canyon Creek and the Wasatch back. Then as we make our way into central and southern Utah, the flood advisory for Thistle Creek continues in the southern portion of Utah County, the northern portion of San Pete County, with the Sevier River near Hatch. That flood warning continues, and we also have the flood warning continuing for the Dolores River, and most of these flood warnings will continue through at least the next couple of days, and some of them are until further notice. And when it comes to your waterway forecast highlighting some of those rivers in the watches and warnings, the Ogden River, Weber River, Little Bear, Emigration Creek, and Sevier River, all expecting mainly minor flooding, but some of these rivers could get close to moderate flooding. So if you're living close to these rivers that are in these flood watches, warnings, or advisories, you need to stay very aware. In East Canyon Creek, expected to climb to near action stage by the time we get into this afternoon. But even for rivers, streams, and creeks that are not included within these alerts, they will be seeing significant rises through this week. Waterways will be running high, fast, cold, and extremely dangerous. High chance of localized or isolated flooding this week in the mid-elevation, so make sure that you're keeping your safe distance from the waterways. Avoid the slot canyons, especially in central and southern Utah, and stay up to date. We have all the latest information on our website on abc4.com. The reason why it's been so warm over the last few days is we have a dome of high pressure sitting on top of us, but this high pressure will slowly move to the east over the next couple of days, and by Thursday into Friday, that low pressure that you see over towards California will work its way towards us, which will not only bring us more seasonal temperatures, but will also bring us a chance for wet weather and much needed relief from our ongoing flood concerns. But here's the current view right now at Red Cliffs Lodge in Moab. A decent amount of cloud coverage, and you can see that water moving downstream, but a very pretty view nonetheless in southeastern Utah. Then the view from Hiram Reservoir, pretty sunrise about to be underway in Cache Valley, where in Logan we're actually sitting at 50 degrees. Most of us this morning are waking up with temperatures in the 40s and 50s, but it's 64 in Salt Lake and 61 in St. George. Actually warmer in Salt Lake right now than it is in St. George, but by this heart of the afternoon, daytime highs in Salt Lake and St. George will be very close to each other, with daytime highs in the lower 80s, while most across the state will generally see 70s and 80s outside of the high country, while Park City will get to a daytime high of 64. And for perspective, in Park City, the average high in the middle 50s, and the average high in Salt Lake City for today, upper 60s. And then as we make our way down to central Utah, a high of 72 in Emory, 78 in Gunnison. Then down in southern Utah, a high of 82 in St. George, 72 in Blanding, and 81 degrees in Hanksville. And on the outer extent of that ridge of high pressure, a few isolated showers and storms can't be completely ruled out in the easternmost extent of the state, but the chance for wet weather not only for today but for tomorrow stays pretty low, as high pressure mainly remains in control, as it will be sliding down to the southeast. So not many changes for our Wednesday. But going into Thursday, with that high pressure moving out of the way, that's going to open up the door to that storm system to arrive. So a pretty decent chance for wet weather across the state by Thursday, lingering showers on Friday. Then we could see another system move in for this upcoming weekend. So not only will we see those temperatures cool down close to our seasonal averages, but they might stay that way through the weekend into early next week. As for St. George, we get for the lower 80s the next couple of days, overnight lows in the 50s, keeping those windy conditions in place. Pretty good chance for showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, but in southern Utah on Wednesday evening, could see a few showers move in, then holding on to a slight chance on Friday, then looking mostly dry this weekend with daytime highs near 80 degrees Sunday into Monday. And along the Wasatch front, daytime highs in the low 80s the next couple of days, breezy conditions, chance for showers and thunderstorms on our Thursday, holding on to the chance for showers Friday into Saturday. And from Friday through this upcoming weekend into early next week, daytime highs kind of settle in the mid to upper 60s, the overnight lows in the 40s, which is very seasonal for this time of year, and holding on to at least a slight chance for showers through at least Monday. Well, let's go ahead and switch gears, checking on traffic. How are we looking out there this morning, Sarah?
Not too bad of a start to